Greetings, I'm Demonac, and it's arena time. Alright, so some nerfs just came down to affect things, and honestly I don't think it makes too much difference for my deck. Innervate just got, like, crippled. They turned it into a coin, which is not Innervate-y. I'm sure for balance it's okay, but really it hurts the card a lot, and it's not great for a lot of Druids, but they can open up more power in the future, I guess. They did make my Spreading Plague cost one more. Again, I don't think that actually makes, like, that may be relevant and constructed, but I don't think that makes any real difference to my deck at all. The deck was already too expensive. One more mana on that particular card is, well, I mean, now that I've said it, it's probably going to screw me, but it really doesn't seem like that big a deal. The main problem is just that this deck, I won the first game, this deck doesn't seem like it's got a really high chance of surviving to the point where its late game gets sort of stable and just starts dumping out big cards all the time. There's too many big cards, not enough, like, keep me alive for the big cards. Cards. So, we'll see what happens.
Alfurion versus Uther. I will fight with honor. I must protect the wild.
Very too expensive. You're too expensive. You're kind of the ramp as well. Like, this would make a huge difference in my ability to function, but I think I gotta get rid of you and try and get more cheap stuff. And Ironbeak Owl is one of my cheaper cards, so I guess they're keeping it, even though I'm gonna regret it, because it doesn't do much early on. Not the Wild Growth again, but I'm guessing the Paladin, like, that, my last game, my opponent had a pretty slow start too, I think. I can't imagine a Paladin's gonna start as slow as I did. Okay, bonus. So once again, going first Wild Growth, and my opponent had no first turn play. That's in many ways ideal, except I don't have any early game plays in my hand. I have Wrath now to cover me a little bit. You want to make a 1/1 token, because then I can kill your 1/1 token with Kung Fu, save my Wrath, and hopefully just accumulate more mana. No, you'd rather do something. Of course you would. That's kind of annoying, actually, but okay. I could silence him. It would just give my opponent back their hero power. Like, my hero power is not that great either. Next turn I can start doing stuff. I don't think I care enough about that to do my stuff to it. I think it's fine. Kind of sad to be putting out this guy with no minions, but I mean, if I put this out, it would just die, and my opponent would be making more ones. Here comes the stuff. He had a slow start too. That would be really good next turn if this guy was still alive, but they're just gonna they're all gonna suicide to kill him. I guess if they all suicide to kill him, it's great, and then if he survives, also great. The ideal would be my opponent hits me for 5, and then plays more small minions, and then I dump a gigantic Spreading Plague and start buffing it, but that's no good. At least it cost him a card and some of his guys. You'd rather trade the 2... Yeah, okay. It was looking weird. It looked like you would rather trade the 2/1. Hey, more guys. That's okay. I'm pretty sure the Spreading Plague is a fine play here. Oh, I could play the Bone... No, the Bone Drake's gonna get killed. Let's play it behind the Spreading Plague. Take that. Now, if I got my +2/+2 to taunts guy, that would be pretty sweet. So what is your plan for this? Does that draw out your equality, or what?
The dark path is...
Because I'd rather see it now than later. Okay, bunch of crap guys. I could consider starfalling this stuff. Starfall would mostly wipe my opponent. This thing is not good. Okay. So, I could Starfall. I don't even think they're worth Starfalling. I think I just drop the Bone Drake. I mean, I'm going to save him, because even though he'd be on curve right now... He's on curve right now. He's also... He's really big. I don't want to get equality, but I can kill that. Kill that. And then I'm in pretty good shape for him. Even though all taunt all the time isn't necessarily the winning strategy. Because if everyone's special, then no one is. More Dark Conviction. Wow, you dick. And he could have more of them, too. I don't know. Consecrate. Ow. That's actually fine. It's not great, but it's the Dark Conviction there that hurt. The Consecrate was just whatever. Alright. Well, I probably shouldn't have played him. He's one of my good guys. This guy's really good, too, though. And there still isn't much out to oppose this. And I can hero power again. I could have used Wrath to blow up the 2-3, but I'll regret it if he gets a big buff, but normally I don't care that much about a 2-3 against my 6-5. I haven't paid too much of a hit point price for my opponent being faster out of the gate. I'm still 2 mana ahead, although he's going to catch up soon because I'm going to cap out. Okay. I mean, I could draw a card for killing that guy, but he will nuke my thing.
When Earth moves, empires fall.
Okay, no elemental, that's fine. Druid of the Claw is pretty good. This thing is pretty awesome. Do I play this and then Wrath? If I Wrath, then I know what's going on. I'm not going to silence that thing. I like Wrathing to draw a card from that. I think I can play this guy first. Then if he eats the 3 damage, he's a 5/4. No, that's kind of fragile. The Bone Drake dying isn't actually the end of the world. If I blow it up first, then I know it's going to hit the Drake. I could play this guy as a 4/6 taunt, which is also not bad. I would draw a card, and I would still have Kung Fu left. I could just Kung Fu that guy and then not draw a card. That's pretty good too, actually. Why am I wasting a card just to do that? It's just drawing a card, but eh. Yeah, no, okay, let's do it with the Kung Fu, I think.
For the wild, time waits for no one.
Actually, I think I have enough advantage now that it's worth my while to blow up the 2-3. That makes it harder for him to get through. Although, that is a little bit silly in the sense that if his 3-5 hits my 4-6, it'd be at 1 hit point, and then I could have blown it up and draw a card. But I still have Starfall, I've got more cards, and I've got the stuff in play, so I'm hoping... That's poor. Hit me, hit me, hit me! No, more me. Me. Yes! That was fantastic. That was about as close to a total whiff as there's any reasonable statistical chance of happening. So that was fantastic. If I try and do damage, if I can just Kung Fu that, and then I'm in great shape. I don't have any dragons for this guy. So he's not going to be fantastic, but eh. I like that. Killing the 1/1 would be pretty good because it's a paladin. I'm just going to take... He hasn't buffed anything yet, so he probably doesn't have any buffs in his hand. I think I'm okay to do this. Also, this guy is just so solid. Like, if he gets blown up, it usually took a lot of effort, and he usually pops out a bunch of 1/1s anyway. Okay, that's fine. That's another 4 damage on you. I don't know how much more 4 damage you can take. Giant Mastodon? Those guys don't look like they appreciate the power of Giant Mastodon. I think I might save him, actually, because I can make a 3/5 taunt would be just fine against that stuff. Although, he can't attack. The Mastodon will kick his ass, actually, for 6. But I can play this guy and a 3/5 taunt. 3/5 taunt gets taken out by the Vine Cleaver, and he gets more 1/1s, and one more 1/1, and I'm still kicking ass at that point, and I would still have a Mastodon, and I'd have the 5/6. Let's do that. Pick the right one, right? Yeah, okay. I don't play him very often. I could have made a mistake. So if he takes the 3 damage to Vine Cleaver, that guy, he's going to be in rough shape. And also, if he saves all his 1/1s, then I'll just blow them all up. I assume he's going to trade them to... No, he can't. He doesn't even have enough of them. Yeah. I still had gas in the tank there. That was not a problem. Okay. 2 opponents in a row that had kind of a slow start against my starting hand Wild Growth. I can't imagine this trend will continue. Going first Wild Growth is pretty good for this deck, especially when your opponent's slow. The thing is, if those guys, if my opponent played a 2/1 for 1 mana first turn, and then my play is Wild Growth, then nothing, then maybe nothing again. Like that's, I could get so far behind. Like just a literal 2/1 I would kill with Kung Fu at some point. But already I'd take about 4-6 damage. Yeah. I don't need that. I do have some 2-cost cards in here. I just don't have enough to make it likely to draw them. And some of them, like Wrath, is almost better saved if you don't have... Okay, Tar Creeper is my friend, though. Tar Creeper is what I need to have a better chance of survival. That is not what I need. The bite is weird, because the bite could work out amazingly. It could also just work out terribly. If the bite is slightly short of killing the important thing it needs to kill, then I can end up in real trouble. So no Wild Growth this time, unless I draw it. And if my opponent starts doing stuff, I'm going to be in trouble. No first turn plays from anyone. If there are no first turn plays from anyone in this entire arena run, I don't think I will complain. So, you gonna do anything, buddy, or just gonna armor up? You're just gonna armor up. Fantastic. I mean, I might be at... If he's going that slow too, he probably has a deck full of big expensive things. Mine aren't necessarily better, but I know that I can't compete on speed with most opponents, so... something bad's probably going to happen to him, because my opponent hasn't used any cards yet. And of course, this doesn't give me any advantage for rushing either. Now my opponent knows I have it. There are all kinds of problems with this plan, but it sure seems dumb not to play it. He'll freeze me instead, so I have to take damage on this guy to kill that. Which I think I'm okay with. I mean, I could Wrath one of them, is what I'm trying to say. I could Wrath one of them, draw a card. Furion the Pestilent. I Wrath one and draw a card. I kill the other one with my 1/5 just because, I mean, yes, it'll be damaged, but if he's got something to kill it, if it's damaged, it's going to die eventually anyway. Let's do that and draw a card. Replace yourself. And I'll armor up, because why not? I specifically did it in the order to show that I wasn't, like, accidentally, like, I'll Kung Fu! Oh crap, I'm frozen! Did it in the order to show that I was intentionally just using that Kung Fu for armor. Can't imagine anyone cares. Not like demoralizing my opponent by showing semi-competence. Okay, that's not good. And it's conveniently too big to bite. Do I slow things down even more just by Starfalling? I think I do. I'm just going to blow that guy up. I mean, he's got another elemental now, and it's not like I'm making any progress against him. But I'm so slow. I've got this combo. I have to play this guy first, and then if he's around, I can copy him with the Warden, and that's pretty strong. But it's not that big a deal. Although he's not an elemental, so that's not what he got from the thing. At this point, I should probably save this to draw a card way later on. It's kind of sad. I could silence that guy. Boy, does that seem like a lot of effort for not much. I could silence him in Wild Growth now and just get slightly... I don't think that Wild Growth is helping me. I really don't. I mean, I could throw this is only a 1/3 now. It's a 3/3 on his turn, but it's really not doing much. I could throw it away to take out the bubble, and then Kung Fu Bite. That's all. That's 6 mana. That'll kill the guy. I think that's probably the thing to do. It's too bad because fewer things means my Evolving Spores are less useful. But that guy wasn't long for this world. Process. Kung Fu Bite. So, what is he playing up against my Threshodon? Okay. Yeah, okay, that's fine. That is a cheap fat minion. Right now has no drawback, but then again, mine's bigger. Now, if he chooses not to fight with this thing, I could be in fantastic shape. I'm guessing something bad's going to happen to it. It's going to, like, fury it and execute it or whatever. Infuriate it somehow and then execute it. Volcanosaur, not great. It's going to be a bubble, which I'm not going to appreciate. I mean, he might actually take Poisonous if he doesn't get the +3 attack. But whatever it is, I'm not going to like it. Yeah, the bubble. I expected the bubble because the bubble seemed like one of the more annoying things. The health is strong. It's not the worst, though. So, okay, I can duplicate this thing, which will put me in pretty okay position.
Join the pack.
I'm going to take a beating from that thing. Do I take 5 damage to get rid of its bubble? Man, does that hurt. But if I just play this guy, as efficient as that seems, my guys are going to, like, get the crap eaten of them. I've got to do this. I've got to just preemptively get rid of that bubble so he can't kill my guys for cheap. Because he's already going to get 2-1. Fortunately, What's Your Warden is also worth 2-1. So next turn, I could play him and use my hero power. Although I will stop getting both armor and attack out of it. It gets better overall, clearly, but it's just funny that that choosing the attack option isn't 100% better. Hey, that sucks. Okay, now I'm starting to think Evolving Spores. I don't have enough cheap guys. I could silence that thing. That would be pretty good. I should have silenced it last turn. So, yeah, no. I had to get rid of that bubble with only 2 mana. So, yeah. If I silence it, it'll be a 5/6. It would still survive this crap. But if I play him and him for 5 mana, then I can play this and get some Spore action going, and that might be good. So, I'm not silencing that guy because he's so amazing to silence. It's more just because I want more guys out. Forge me something good. You have failed. But Evolving Spores. Spore me something good? I kind of wanted the attack, but I shouldn't try and complain about +3 health, because it's friggin' awesome. If I hit that guy, he's pretty low. I mean, I could kill that, but let's just get rid of that. Do some damage. The doing damage is probably dumb. I didn't want to take 5 damage on each of my guys to take out that stupid dinosaur. If it hits one of them, I can just, like, Kung Fu it. With or without dropping the Pestilent. Pretty big stuff. I've got some options. Draw 2 weapons from your deck. Oh, that's terrible. That is not good news. Now, I don't know if he was able to set up, like, combos with that. I mean, it's kind of arguable, because if you only have 2 weapons and one of them is amazing, then you're guaranteed to get it. On the other hand, if you just draw the weapons earlier, then you're getting no value out of that card, kind of. But, excuse me. Okay. Well, I thought we still had a game going on, because he had a shit ton of cards, but no, apparently he was intimidated by my fatness. I did not see this deck going 3-0, but you'd think it would be pretty easy to get the 4 wins that I was hoping for. So we'll see if I can accomplish that next time.
Please click the like button before it clicks you. And check out Tales from My D&D Campaign on youtube.com/Demonac.